Front of the green here on an uphill slope, pin's not too far away from me. Often I see golfers come up here, average golfers, amateur golfers come up here and play this shot with a high lofted club. I've got 4 clubs with me. I've got a sand iron, a pitching wedge, an 8-iron and a 6-iron. I'm going to show you a slightly different way of playing this shot. So the ground is definitely sloping up. And so what quite often happens is a lot of golfers will get there with a very lofted club and try to hit it up the slope with a lot of loft. And what that actually does is it increases loft significantly. So if you take that normal club face angle and you tilt the ground this way, you increase the loft. And then what golfers will also do is quite often move the ball back in their stance. So they have a lot of extra loft, moving the ball back in the stance, and they invariably chunk the shot or hit into the ground behind the golf ball. Not a very helpful shot if you want to get it onto the green here and obviously get a good result. The key here, always, rule number 1 of chipping is get ball on green. I know it sounds simple enough, but you'd be surprised how many people hitting a chip shot don't do that. What we're going to do here is we're going to go for a shot where we're going to play a lot less loft, and we're going to play the ball a little bit more forward in the stance. So let me show you how we're going to do that. I'm going to take in this case, I'm going to take an 8-iron, and I'm going to show you how to set up to it and how to play the shot. Pretty simple, actually. You'll see why in a minute. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to set up, and as I said, most people, what they're doing is they're playing the ball back in their stance here with a lot of loft and trying to hit the ball up the hill. And when you do that, what happens is, a lot of the time, the golf shaft releases a little bit early, levels out a little bit too soon, and you hit up on the ball. You either get the chunk shot or you hit it through the green. Here's what we want to do. I'm taking this 8-iron, and I'm going to play the ball forward of center. Here's the rule for that. When you've got uphill and downhill lies, play the ball towards your highest foot. In this case, my highest foot, in my case, is a left leg, up this way, my left foot. So I'm going to play the ball forward of my center, as you can see there. Now I'm setting my shoulders a little bit up the slope. So the stroke is going to look like this. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have a feeling that's like this. Imagine I'm dragging a broom up a slope. I want you to see that there. I want you to see how the golf club is behaving. The handle is in front of the head being dragged up the slope. Now this is important. Now I'm going to do it left-handed with my shoulders so that you can see. This way. So this is the stroke that I'm going to use. So I've got 8-iron, which is going to turn a little bit more lofted than that. So what I've got is 8-iron that's going to be slightly more this way. It's probably going to turn into a 9-iron. That'll be fine for here. I'm going to land the ball just short of the green, but I'm going to have that feeling of dragging the head of the club up the slope. Let's see what happens. Holding down the golf club. So I'm down on the bottom of the grip. Well, amazingly, I've hit that shot to about a meter from the hole. Let's go over a couple of the things that are important here. 1, feel like you're dragging the golf club up the slope with the handle this way. That's the first thing. Second thing, make sure you take less loft, not more loft. So we're going to go, in this case, I'm taking an 8-iron. I'm not trying to loft the ball up onto the green here. I didn't have to do that. So the 8-iron was a really good club. Third thing, play the ball towards your highest foot, not back in your stance like a lot of people. If you do these things, you'll find that hitting chip shots up a hill will be a lot easier to do. I wish you the best of luck with it.